Hey everybody, Cajun Reviews for you coming straight at you again today. And today I want to talk to you today about my drawer boxes. So let me get my bucket and sit on again. So what I'm going to talk to you today about first is the 54823 MB. This is the triple drawer box. So what I have in here is the Icon hollow shaft nut drivers. So these are the hollow shaft ones, so they can fit onto a threaded stud and turn a nut. These have been great for me. They come from Harbor Freight. If you're interested in this, you let me know. Send me a DM, and I will send you back the link for these tools. This is an extended reach magnetic pickup tool right here. Drop something in a wall or something. This is supposed to lift 5 pounds of magnet force. I've dropped my keys already inside of a wall, so kind of came in handy once before. In this bag right here, I have my wet noodle and retriever. For you low voltage guys, fire alarm guys, y'all gonna know what that is. In the middle here, I have some various precision screwdrivers. I have the hook and pick set. These are the Husky brand from Home Depot. So this is like an ice pick brand, ice pick style. Got different little styles here, and a pipe wrench. Don't use a pipe wrench that often, but sometimes I need that to turn like a wheel on a gate valve tamper. Sometimes they get frozen. Need a little bit more leverage to turn that. In this other compartment, I have the metric hollow shaft nut drivers from Icon, an extra paintbrush, and an extra level, magnetic level. So that's pretty much the extent of this drawer. In the middle drawer, I have here, this is my pliers. Most of the pliers that I use, just generic stuff here. Klein pump pliers. I have Klein linesman right here. I don't really use lineman pliers that often, but I do have it. Slip joint pliers, some extra strippers. I got 3 pairs of strippers here. This is a insulated terminal crimper right here. I don't use that often, but I do use it sometimes. These are some end nippers right here. I think this is Channel Lock brand. It is Channel Lock. These are some Channel Lock end nippers right here to cut things, flush when inside of a hole or something. In the middle here, I have this back over here. These are my beater screwdrivers. This is light gauge tin snips. I don't use this that much. I have some Wisp brand snips. These primarily use this for cutting armored cable. I have this set of the Temu beater screwdrivers in here. I mean, these have been not bad, honestly, for $16 for the whole set. If you can tell on this tip right here, I mean, I drove this thing into brick with a big hammer because I was trying to chisel away at some mortar, but I drove that into brick, and it's still in pretty good shape. $16 for the entire set of those. If you're interested in this, you send me a DM, and I'll send you back the link for this. They came from Temu. The only negative thing I have to say is the striking area is a little small, in my opinion. But as long as you're accurate with your hammer, not going to hit your hand, I recommend that tool. Is pretty good. Over here in this last section, I have another hook thing. This probably come from Harbor Freight. Something I just picked up along the way. Some additional fire alarm keys, long nose needle pliers. This is a folding jab saw, razor scrapers, other hook and picks, and right here is some Walmart grocery bags that I use for trash. Top drawer right here, markers, chalk shot, fuse puller, steel bristle brush. Got some hemostats. I picked this thing up. I don't remember where. I found this somewhere. This is my back scratcher. This is a thermometer. for measuring like the temperature coming out of an air vent. I got some more paint markers in here. This is the Klein Tools spudging kit. This is a Wago tool. Somebody gave me this, an elevator technician gave me this a while back. It's called a Wago tool. I haven't figured out how to use this thing yet though. But anyway, it's not a priority for me right now. But anyway, in the middle section I have pipe cutters, craft scissors, this right here in this little jar. These are actually pretty nice. These right here are the Ryobi tweezers. This is from Home Depot. These worked out pretty good. These are ESD rated, electrostatic discharge rated. They're metal, but they are ESD rated. The only thing I caution you on this is this tip right here is really sharp. So you watch your fingers with that, because it will stab you. But pretty good actually. You need to remove a small, like the little jumper pins inside of the Starlink radios. These are great for that. But anyway, I have this Skittles container that my wife had some Skittles Littles is what it's called, I guess. And I use this to hold those tweezers because I'm worried about that sharp point sticking me in my finger. But anyway, got that. These are some level 6 cut resistant sleeves. This is my Sunray light. This tool right here, I really like this tool. It's just a light. It's a magnetic light. It's magnetic on the bottom. It's pretty bright actually. I mean, this thing lights up a ceiling, and you can turn this dial on the back to change the color of the light. Not that I'm really going to do that. I'm not trying to do, take pictures or anything like that. I'm just trying to see what I'm doing. But I usually clamp this to a ceiling grid, and it lights up the entire area for me. So this works out pretty great. And it has different modes on it, but I don't use all of that. I just want white light. So in this last section right here in my box, heavy duty scissors. This is cut like carpet. Heavy duty cardboard, drywall knife. This is the Milwaukee fast crank screwdriver. I don't use it that often, but I have it. A punch for removing knockouts, an extra hole punch for fire alarm tags, multi-tip screwdriver. This is the my Allen Tell punch tool. I don't use it that often. I don't really deal with that too much. Klein Tools conduit reamer. This is the hand style. This is the original Irwin brand multi nut driver. So it's got multiple sockets within the shaft of this thing. Change them out on the end there, and I think this was the original tool before everybody else came out with it. And this right here is my Milwaukee 27-in-1 multi-bit screwdriver. I don't use this that often. I don't care for it that much, but I keep it because just never know. Anyway, that's pretty much the extent of that box. Just so you know, the boxes do lock. You got to raise up this bar right here, and you got to make sure it locks in place up here. Lock it like that, and you can put a padlock right here to hold it. It doesn't stop anybody from carrying it away, but it'll stop the honest thief, I think, or the helper that thinks that your tools are his tools, and keep them out of your toolboxes. Anyway, this bottom box, the bottom box is the 64801MB. This is the roller box. It's got the 10-inch wheels on the back. I'll get to the handle portion of this thing in a minute. This top box, this is my Klein laser level. These are my anchor points from Why Designs. Jake Why hooked me up with this. Thank you very much, Mr. Jake. This is a Klein ModBox tool pouch holder. I don't use this. I don't like their pouches. These are some extra tough built clip tech hubs right here. This thing right here is a portion of one of those impact tool extension, angled extension things that I have. This is a flexible impact extension, so I can bend this like this, put this on the impact right here, and put the bit on this end and make a hole, you know, curved like that. This is binoculars. This is binoculars for looking at a tall ceilings, trying to follow a pipe on a tall ceiling. Door stops, multiple door stops. This is a tap set. This is a little small crowbar. This is called Fat Ivan. This thing is pretty handy too. You open it like this, and on the inside of the door, where the screws are for the hinges, you hang it on the hinge like this, and it holds the door open. These are not indestructible. This is just plastic, but it does hold the door open, you know, under normal circumstances. If you think that somebody's going to hit the door, I recommend you use these. These are some oversized ones that I bought from Amazon. If you're interested in knowing more about these or anything that I show you, hit me up with a DM and I'll send you the link for those tools. These are some first responder door props. These are clipped to my AWP pouch that I talked about in another video. You basically install this on the end of the door, and it prevents the door from closing all the way. It doesn't hold the door open, it just prevents it from closing. So you still have to pull the door open in order to go inside. Okay, binoculars. Got a low wire set right here. This right here is this extra utility blades right here. DeWalt multi-bit tool set. This right here is a little tackle box with some bits. This, I used to carry this in a different pouch, a different arrangement, but this is just some miscellaneous bits I had collected, and I was carrying this in a different tool bag at the time, and I may go back to that because I mean this thing is pretty handy. But these bits right here came with my, I think this is the ones that came with my DeWalt, my Cobalt power screwdriver set, but this is pretty handy actually. But all right, so this little box right here comes from Bass Pro Shops or Cabela's. I think Cabela's, but it's the same thing now. It's the same company. This is the DeWalt bit set. I use this pretty regularly. This right here is these are called mini wrenches. And so see how small these are, and I have the metric and I have the standard. Like this right here, this little bitty thing is a 7/32 mini wrench. It's not meant for a whole lot of torque. It's just meant for, you know, everyday use, and to tighten up a screw or loosen a screw that's not overly tightened. It's not meant for a whole lot of leverage. I got some various bit extensions in here, the socket adapters, and you know, some other bits in here. Like, again, this box and this blue box over here was in a different bag originally, so I just kept them in this box, but I'll probably go back to this at some point once I figure out how to transport everything. So that's pretty much the end of that box. Oh, my crowbar got stuck. Oh, I didn't mention this right here is my Klein laser level. This right here is my Klein laser level. This thing works out great. I have a Bosch tripod in my vehicle. This thing hooks up to it. It's self-leveling. It puts a green laser on the wall. So you, like, if you're running conduit, especially horizontal conduit on the wall, or a wire on the wall, or it does vertical too. You know, you put this and it portrays a laser light on the wall, so you can follow the line with your pipe or whatever you're doing. Very, very handy tool. Better than a chalk line. This right here This is a wire ferrule kit. This is the hole saw set kit that I mentioned in another video. This is the hole saw kit I mentioned in another video right here. This is a 1/4 inch socket set. Has pretty much all the sockets in it. I don't use it that often, but sometimes I need to, take apart something with a bunch of bolts or something, and I'll use this set to do that. But a pretty nice set. I bought this from Amazon. I've had this for a few years, but I mean, it gets the job done. And the brand on this is WETT, wet, I guess. The part number is HZ015. It's all 1/4 inch. So I'll keep that in there. I have an extendable umbrella in here. Get caught in the rain. This is just some zip ties in here. Dustpan and broom. Where I come from, I was originally taught you don't go to somebody's place and make a mess and not clean it up. Like, if I go to work somewhere, I'm gonna make a mess, I promise you, but I'm gonna clean it up. So that's just what I do. Okay, I have a hammer in here, regular 16-ounce hammer. Got PVC pipe cutters in here, a different style of crowbar right here. This brand is Estwing. I think I bought this at Lowe's because I needed to remove a molding on a door frame a while back on a wooden frame, and wanted something, trying not to damage the lumber, removing it. But anyway, it worked out. This right here, I have squares, a couple combination squares. These are speed squares, from cutting lumber sometimes. So this thing is pretty nice. I bought this at Lowe's. The handle, I mean, this handle is substantial. This thing, I'm trying to hold the phone in. So this is SDS chisels, okay? So you set these in the handle like this, and now you can hit an area with a hammer. As you can see, I've been beating on this thing a few times to try to chisel away some brick or block or cement or whatever. But this is great. I mean, instead of bringing a big old drill to try to remove a little piece of drywall, a little piece of masonry from somewhere, you use this. This is precision chipping right here, not bringing a big old drill and knocking down half a wall. This is precision right here. This works out great. Last thing I have in this box is the Bosch Daredevil paddle bit set. I bought this on Amazon. This has all the paddle bits in it, and as you can see, I've used that 1.5 one a little bit, and a couple of these others in drywall probably. These are screw tips, so they pull themselves through the lumber or whatever you're cutting, drilling a hole through. This is a pretty nice little set. It comes with this little pouch, and you hold it closed like that. It's a pretty nice little set. I mean, I really like this thing. I pick up all my stuff, put it back. And again, you lock that bar up, and it locks the drawers closed, so you cannot open them without the bar. It's not impenetrable, but it is better than not having anything. You put a padlock right here in this hole. Pretty nice 10-inch wheels. The handle on this roller base, you can have a long item through here like this. So imagine that this pipe might be 8 feet long. You just set it in here like this, like that, and then it'll ride like that. So now you got a space to put your pipe or long tools. Just set in that little hole like that down there. and in this hole right here, and they can stick up through the handle if you need to. So now you have a place to put long levels, conduit benders, longer pieces of pipe, glow rods, whatever, a broom, whatever you need. This thing has some 10-inch wheels on it, so this is easier to roll than some other boxes. This is easier to roll through like gravel and over across little thresholds and such. It's easier to move upstairs, I feel, than some of the boxes with the smaller wheels on it. This right here, this section right here is called the ModBox rail, and this is where you can attach things such as this magnet. This is a magnet. This right here is a magnet, and you can attach this thing on here like this, and you press it down, and now this is locked on there. Okay, and now you have, so let's just use this thing as an example, and now you have a stationary magnet to hold tools and whatever right here. It's pretty handy. Sometimes it's something that you're using all the time. You're working right here close to your mod box. You can clamp your tools right there. You know, easier to get to. It works out pretty good. Really like that function of it. But otherwise than that, I mean, this has been a great box. This is the drink holder right here. These things swivel like this. So as you lean the cart backwards, that drink holder swivels to hold your drink level so it doesn't spill. I mean, it's been great. They're pretty slick. They all clip together. It looks professional. I got quite an assortment of boxes here. So I have this big thing. That's my big, I call this the big box again. These are my other little stationary tool boxes I primarily keep in the van. Organizer boxes, I have 6 of these bigger ones, the bigger ones there. I have 2 of the little thin ones. This is my ModBox backpack, the other little thin box, and that's the hybrid box at the bottom. And then I also have right here the work table, the Klein ModBox work table right here. I'm going to talk about that in a different video. Anyway, I just wanted to show y'all what I have and how I'm using things, what I carry in them, how I'm using these boxes. Pretty much I've adapted this to make this work for my job day to day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Appreciate it if you follow me here on Facebook, on Instagram, soon to be Instagram, and also on YouTube. I'm already on YouTube, but it's really Facebook and YouTube right now. Soon to be Instagram as well. Still investigating TikTok. Appreciate y'all for watching the video. Peace and love to everybody. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.